If you've never added an email address to a mail program, it can be a little frustrating. The auto detect feature that most of them have can actually end up to you getting blocked at the firewall. They tend to want to use the wrong username. You fail to log in a couple times and you find yourself blocked at the firewall. So I'm going to show you how to go ahead and just manually set up your mail so that it works the first time. Click on File, then Add Account. In the Add Account window, if we fill this out and hit Next, it's going to use the auto detect settings, and like I said, that can lead to serious frustration. So we're just going to go ahead and click on Manual Setup and hit Next. The mail type is going to be POP or IMAP. Then we hit Next. My name, just go ahead and put in Jeff there. The email address we want to set up, let's copy it from over here, and then use Shift Insert to paste it in place. You have a choice between setting up a POP or IMAP. Personally, I prefer to use IMAP. The mail stays up on the server. You can have it set up in several different programs on different computers, and everybody will see the exact same thing. Okay. Incoming mail server. That's going to be mail dot the domain name. So we'll just highlight and copy this from over here and paste it into place, which is Shift Insert. Outgoing mail server is the same, Shift Insert. Now here's where the mail program's always messed up. The username is the full email address, and it's like that on 99.9% of the mail servers out there. For whatever reason, they always want to use just the left side of the @ symbol, and that's where all the problems start. So we just go ahead and highlight and copy the email address, and again Shift Insert, and then put our password in. Now, from here you need to go into the More Settings area. There's a couple things we need to check. The outgoing server has to be set to requires authentication, and then just tell it to use the same login information that you've set up for the incoming, and that'll be fine. Then you need to go in here to Advanced. The incoming server, IMAP port 143, that is the default port, and that is the one you want to use. Make sure encryption is set to none. Outgoing server. A lot of the ISPs will block port 25. So we have ports 26 and 587 available for you. I've set my mail up on my connection here, and I know my provider prefers 587. You can use 26 or 587. Leave everything else alone. Click OK. And now you can go ahead and test your settings by hitting Next. Logged into the email and successfully on the check, it successfully sent an email message, and it's done. Hit close. The email address has been added to Outlook, and in the inbox we have our, let's go ahead and maximize this now. In our email address we have our test message that was sent. Notice that by default the mail program has the preview turned on. That is a very bad thing. It's convenient, but by having this preview turned on, if this was a malicious email that had any active code in it that was going to install some kind of malware, had any kind of virus attached or whatever, you haven't officially opened it, but that preview is enough for those things to to activate it. So you really want to turn that off, and then that way you're only opening the messages that you intend to open. Okay, and that's how you set up the email in Outlook. If for some reason your issue has not been resolved by this fix, or you have other questions or issues that need to be addressed, here are the ways that you can get a hold of us as always, and we will do our best to get it taken care of for you.